Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Brian here, and welcome back to AI the Somnium Files. Saito got his body back, and now with that, we are going through the past now, and Date, aka number 89, we're starting to regain his memories and stuff like that, and we're continuing down that thread today, and hopefully either today or tomorrow will most likely be the last episode. And like I said before, if you guys stuck with it this whole time, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It's been a really fun game, but we're not going to worry about that yet. We still got some more stuff to do, so let's get into it, and let's see how this particular part plays out. Because basically all we're doing now is just flashback stuff, so we can just blow right through this. I doubt it's going to... Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Flashbacks do tend to kind of take a little long, but here we go. That's not what I wanted to do. I like another organization to keep them safe, but I couldn't think of anything. I didn't know what to do. I needed advice from an old friend. Could it be Renju?
I see.
Oh, it's Boss.
I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake. But don't worry, all right? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
Oh, you're the best, Boss. The truth is, Boss and I are both in the same rookie class of police recruits in our 20s. We've been close ever since.
So, can you help me?
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command there.
Boss explained Abyss and sinking to me.
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function. You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Indeed.
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
You won't be...
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras. Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Indeed he would.
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Ouch.
Get rid of it?
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all. No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's two birds with one stone, right?
Indeed. She made a good point. And I had no reservations about giving up my body. My body had soaked in so much blood over the years. I was almost glad to be rid of it. But I did have a single regret. Hitomi and Iris would not remember me. With my body switched, I couldn't show myself to Hitomi or Iris. I would never be able to see them again. But I didn't care. As long as they were safe. That's all that really mattered.
All right. Leave everything to me. Hayato Yagyu.
Yagyu! That was my real name.
Boss, how did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Easily.
Is that okay?
Why not?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Because he's about to switch bodies.
Rohan has been put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes. Right.
Even then he was a jackass.
We're counting on you.
Are you now?
Let us begin. 3, 2, 1.
Do we really have to go through this again? Good Lord. Only now we've actually got the actual victims' faces? Or not? How come is it the first girl got a full body? No, they're getting their pictures. I got nothing on that one. Ow. Dude. Ouch. I think he got her the first time.
Please,
Let me guess, they're gonna shoot her like 10 times, right?
help me.
And she did. Because why not relive all this stuff? We got to see Iris cut in half like 2 or 3 times, so... Hey, one of those CRT monitors were actually working at the time.
You're...
Not Rohan anymore.
It's... me?
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
It worked.
I'm Hayato Yagyu. The switch worked.
It's gotta be weird.
And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I know. You don't have to say it.
Regarding the Cyclops Serial Killings, right?
How did you know?
We saw it on the
We
monitors.
can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
Wow. Boss Computer explained. There wasn't just one Cyclops serial killer. There were 2. One was Rohan, and the other was Saito Sejima. The sync revealed everything.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up, we'll interrogate him. Huh?
He's
What?
gone.
Pewter, where is he?
Shocker.
How would I know?
This is bad.
Hey, which way did Rohan go?
Gee, you think?
Huh?
Huh?
Rohan's standing right there.
No, this isn't Rohan.
Yagyu! Where is Yagyu? Where did he go?
Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door.
You're an idiot!
Did I do something wrong?
Oh boy, did you
No,
ever.
don't tell me.
I shot out of the room like a bullet. As big a bullet as a big old man with a bad heart could go. An awful, terrible feeling down to the bones. I knew where he was headed. I ran out to the parking lot, got in a car, and floored it. Hello.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
I missed you, my darling. I just wanted to kill you.
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me.
Yeah, but now it's not
Anyway,
Yagyu, it's
Come on in.
Rohan.
I'll make us some tea.
Thank you. Just in time for you to die.
You bastard!
No!
No! Stop!
Well.
No.
Yes. You shot your girlfriend.
Stop right there!
Well, no, that sure explains a lot. And I guess now this also explains how 89 went to jail. AKA Rohan went to jail. Ah, shit. I almost got away with it too if it weren't for those rascally Abyss people. Hitomi had to endure a long, complicated surgery, but she survived. But it came at a price. She was left with a permanent injury. She lost all use of her right hand, thanks to the bullet I fired from my own gun. I said nothing. I got up and left the hospital room, and I left all my memories with her. That night, I visited the Kumakura building and called them all together.
Everyone, listen up. Hitomi Sagan and her daughter Iris
Sagan.
are untouchable from this day forward. If any of you lay a single finger on them,
I'll kill you.
you don't want to know what'll happen to you. Are we clear?
Sir!
Yes, sir!
Not gonna lie, Rohan looked really badass. He's almost like someone that I would actually imagine being a true Yakuza boss.
Meet with Saito. Figure out the truth behind the Cyclops murders. As long as you're like that, I think he'll be more open with you.
So I went to the Seijima residence. Okay, I guess I won't know. Unless I do this. So I went to the Seijima residence. When I got there, I said I want to meet Saito into the intercom. After a while, the gate opened and Saito himself welcomed me. Oh, goody gumdrops. What could ever go wrong here?
What does he want to talk about?
Alright. Saito. Not the next target.
Do you have someone in mind?
I do.
Let me think.
Gonna be you, fool.
What'll it be? The fifth murder? The fifth Cyclops killer victim?
Hold on.
Might
You
be
not
so
refer to us like that.
Seijima.
Why not?
Because.
I told you, it's very old-fashioned.
But it's what we are.
That's our name.
A name you decided. You even sent that letter without my permission. You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
It wasn't very effective at all, I don't
So
think.
there's no relation to Greek mythology?
What? Don't ask me. You're the one who came up with it. That was your idea. I don't understand why you're asking me.
My idea, was it?
Yes. You told me that you suffer from hemispatial neglect. That you can't recognize the right half of your vision. You always eat the left half of your meals and all that. The same is true of the faces of those you've killed. You can't recognize faces out of your right eye. Which means you can only see the right half of their faces. And that's why you pull their right eye. That's what you told me, anyway.
Saito can't be that stupid, can he? He has to know what's going on.
How long has it been since we last met?
That's an odd question.
We met just yesterday.
Humor me.
The first time we met was when I killed Monica. And my father asked you to deal with the body. But we didn't so much as see each other for 12 years after that. Why are you asking me this?
Because
What
I'm
was
not.
the next time we met?
About half a year ago.
And what did I tell you then?
You don't remember?
No.
Remind me.
I remember you showed up rather suddenly. You really want to kill people? I'll find you targets. Just let me keep the eyes. Then we both get what we want. We'll make good partners.
Hey, Saito. Could you come with me for a bit?
Where are we going?
There's a place I want to take you.
Really? Is it perhaps
The police station.
the police station?
Hey, he does know. Suddenly, bodyguards rushed out from inside the mansion. They surrounded me before I could react.
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura. I could tell as soon as you opened your mouth. Let's get a change of scenery. Fortunately for you, I am interested in hearing you talk. Mr. Kumakura showed me this place. So it's fitting that this is where you die. What a wonderful feeling. The truth serum is working beautifully. Wow. I see. I see. You got into that body with the sync machine. Fascinating. I'm intrigued.
Who are you, Saito?
I want to see it for myself. The prototype sync machine. Where is it? Chiba? You there. Why don't you go and fetch it for me? Don't worry. I'll pay whatever it costs. Well, it looks like preparations are complete. Let's say you and I get started.
Okay, sure, why not? Let's just see it again. You know, it looks very clean.
All right, let's go.
That happened real fast. If he was supposed to get a sedative, how the heck did he escape so fast?
What are you doing? Follow him!
Is that something that was added later to the machine to keep them from running like that? He's the one that wanted it. So as far as I'm concerned, that's all Saito's fault at this point. My memories after that were lost in a violent haze. I was forcibly disconnected during the sync. Saito's mind overwhelmed me. Only my consciousness was sent over. Wow. My memories were left behind in my original brain. Oh, I thought I might have some of Saito's memories to cling to. But I never picked them up. Maybe because they weren't mine to hold. Felt like Reality itself was disappearing. I was confused and lost. Like suffering from a permanent hallucination. I could barely feel my feet beneath me, walking under the city lights. When I regained my faculties, I found that I was in Golden Yokocho. My wandering with no destination in mind was interrupted by a woman.
You're... Saito Sejima?
Huh? Who's that?
I guess not.
Huh?
Sorry, I just had a feeling. I heard that the prototype machine was stolen, so... we lost communication for a whole week.
Who are you?
Just as I thought. You've lost your memory. All right. From now on, think of me as your boss.
Boss?
That's right.
That's right. That's what you'll call me.
We won't
Come
call you
with me.
Shizui or anything like that. Shizui
where
or
you
anything
belong.
like that. Shizui
I managed to make a new family
Kuronushi.
register for you.
Ooh.
From today on, you have a new name and a new life. As a member of Abyss, the team I run.
You want me to be a police officer?
You were a policeman before, remember?
No.
You've already passed the exams. There shouldn't be a problem.
But the new me didn't pass.
That's fine, trust me. It won't be a problem. That congressman knows how to pull strings.
Who?
No one, never mind.
So that must be the secret that they were hiding.
So what's my new name?
Kaname Date. I hope you like it.
I love it!
Name Date.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Date.
Oh, nice to meet you too, boss. It's a pleasure. 1 year later, I was caught in the control room. PewDiePie had something to show me.
The official title is AI Ball.
Oh, that's how they
You
met Eyeball.
may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Oh boy, I'm so excited. Yay!
How are you feeling? Your head clearing up?
I don't know, man.
I've been waiting. I really want you to enjoy this show. I need you to see it clearly. Awake. Looking at it.
What was Falco's real
You would
name?
know more about that than me.
Would
Or
I?
do you not remember? You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your own.
Other men's
It's Yagyu.
names.
Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right. You're a Japanese native who worked as a police officer.
So weird seeing Date as Saito now.
Imagine, a police officer being a serial killer. I don't think the public would react kindly to that if they
I used to
found
kill
out.
cereal too.
Heads would
I'd
roll.
put it in a bowl,
Departments would fold. There would be
put a little milk in
shameful
it,
suicides.
and I would eat it up.
So your superiors decided that erasing every record of your existence was the preferable option. Hayato Yagyu ceased to exist. And Falco, the anonymous assassin, was sent to prison, where he was known as Number 89. Fitting for a man with no name.
What happened after we exchanged minds?
What are you doing? Follow him!
His own men left him behind. They probably didn't even know it.
After the sink 6 years ago, I became a parasite in Rohan's body. But I was broken. The sync only sent data to my brain piece by piece. But that error did allow me to escape prison.
No! Stop!
It was Rohan who was accused of injuring Hitomi. Naturally, I went to trial, being the one inside Rohan's body at the time, for a violation of firearms law and attempted murder. However,
I didn't get anything put against me.
Prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital.
Stop right there!
Damn.
6 years ago, Rohan, in Falco's body, visited Hitomi's house and tried to kill her. But that didn't go very well. He was arrested by the police. He was sent to trial and sentenced to life in prison. It only makes sense. Falco was an assassin responsible for countless murders. The title assassin makes it sound so clean and professional, doesn't it?
Well, it kind of does.
But he was a murderer. A serial killer. Life in prison was a light sentence as far as I'm concerned.
I personally like killing Cheerios myself.
You deserved far worse. Consider yourself lucky.
Saito is off guard. Might be able to make a move, but don't count on it. I tried to sweep Saito's feet, but it failed. Then, he jumped over my foot. Ow. Okay, that didn't work.
You have a choice. Iris and Hitomi. Die before these two or after. I would of course prefer that you choose the latter. It would be quite a lonely affair with no one watching. So, what do you want to do? I'll give you to the count of 3.
Just kill me now.
1,
Let's end the game now.
2, 3.
No, wait!
Oh my.
Damn.
Oh, MoMA! Kicking some ass! Hell yeah! How did they know we were here?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Got shot in the gut, that's all.
Are you really Date?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Someone called Aiba told me about it.
Oh, Aiba, you're the best, girl.
Kind of like eavesdropping.
Aiba.
Where is she? I don't see her anywhere.
In Saito's left eye socket. What's wrong?
I got shot, dude.
Bastard got me. Take this.
All right.
Do it. Tessa and her mom are in danger, right?
Indeed.
Please, save them.
Got it, MoMA. For you, brother man, I'll do it. I gave a firm nod and gripped the gun, following after Saito. Oh, that's problematic. Hi, Iris!
Iris!
Date, do you like fireworks?
Not particularly, no.
I
Not the
love
kind of
them.
fireworks you're thinking of, anyways.
Brilliant, glimmering fragment of time.
God,
The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction that melts into chaos. Human lives are the same, are they not? As is the universe itself.
Damn it! I can't get him in my sights. And I can't
Fully
get him
ahead,
on
Iva.
Blooming, scattering in the moment. And it's only a single moment, isn't it?
Yes.
A
it
unique
is.
moment that you can never revisit. That's what makes life beautiful. Don't you think so?
Should I just risk it? But if I miss, I'll hit Iris.
But I've spoken enough. It's showtime. I will show you the most beautiful fireworks you've ever seen.
Is it wrong that I like that face right now? That is like the face of pure villainy. And for some reason, I absolutely love it. I guess I just kind of like the faces villains make. I could probably do that myself. If my contacts wouldn't fall out, but for that brief second did I look evil, would you have believed it? Let's continue.
The scattering of the cerebral plasma, the splattering blood. It's art. Perfect, beautiful art of a lonely moment in time. Don't blink. I want this to burn into your retinas. Well,
Nah.
the one you have left.
Damn it! What do I do? What do I do?
Take the shot! I mean, don't take the shot.
Toya!
Ooh, Mizuki. Wow.
Mizuki!
Oh, my girl's here.
You bastard!
One of my girls, anyways.
What are you doing to Iris?
Oh, wow.
Tessa! I'm here to help!
Good lord. There's no way he should have survived that barrage. Oh, dear. He got shot. That's gonna leave a mark. Bastard! Oh, man! Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. That probably... Wow, he launched him like... That was a good hit. Even Iba was impressed by that one.
Did you find him?
No! I can't find him anywhere!
Oh,
Hell is he?
what'd you get here?
Some girl named Iba told me to come.
Oh,
I
Iba,
heard
you're the
everything.
best, girl!
About the mind swapping, too. I heard it, too. From Saito. Uncle, it's really you, right?
Nah, not really. Came to help.
Yeah, of course. If I didn't come, who would?
Oh, but don't flatter yourself, Date. We didn't come here for you.
Liar,
We're
you
here
damn
to save Iris
tsundere!
and Hitomi.
Right. Got it.
I mean, understandable. Ooh, what's this? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there's a pipe. Yeah, we got a pipe over there. What, you think just because we're near the end of the game, I'm not gonna do this?
I didn't hear it open.
Okay, well...
Is he still nearby?
Maybe.
There's a rusted iron door on the far side. It's not likely that Saito went through there. Well, of course, what? I mean, but again, seriously, did you really think I wouldn't do this? Just because we're near the end of the game? Like, we're like, literally like...
To the top floor!
Okay. Alright, we got Psych. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, you two, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Go save my mom.
Iris holding on Mizuki. Mizuki, how's your foot? Your leg?
I'm fine. This is nothing.
Yeah,
Stop
I can
worrying
tell.
about me and go get that guy.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Wait. I'm worried about her. Right now I need to find Saito. Iris seems to be okay. I just need to find Saito. But I can't think about him right now. I need to find Saito and Hitomi. Okay, oh, a column. Is this it? The ladder? It's raining hard. I was looking at the ladder, not the window! A ladder. Saito took a blow and fell on the other side of the container. When I climbed up to look, I couldn't see him anywhere. He's not behind the container. Yeah, I know. Is there like a room? I can't see Saito. Where the hell is he? Where is Saito? I have to find him. Damn it! Tomi's lives in dare. I gotta find Saito now. Where are you? Where are you? I can't see Saito, so it's just gonna be a thing, isn't it? Oh, I seem to have found him. He's right here on the scaffold. Actually, he's not. He's in the control room.
Date!
Hitomi?
Hitomi!
I sprinted as fast as I could, rushing up the stairs, step after step, until my vision, until they blurred together. Come on, I've gotten this far. I can't screw up now. When I reached the top floor, a sight I will never forget greeted my eye.
Damn it!
Mom! Iris!
It seems I have an even bigger audience now.
Aren't you
That's
glad?
fine. Having more spectators will be a treat for us all.
God, I love
You
that
all want to
face.
see, don't you? The fireworks?
You.
Oh,
But not those kind of
am I
fireworks.
wrong?
I'd rather watch 4th of July fireworks before I see these kind
So
of
you
fireworks.
don't want to see the fireworks?
No, I don't
Fine.
want to see your fireworks.
Let's do this then. Date, drop your weapon. I promise I'll put the fireworks on hold.
No, you won't.
I'll
You're lying.
even release this woman.
You're a liar.
Lying, Date!
Don't do it!
Throw down your gun, Date. Ah, I see. You don't intend to take me up on my generous proposal?
Date!
You want to shoot me, is that it? Then do it. But you only get one shot. You have to kill me with one bullet. If you don't, the fireworks show will begin in earnest. And I will blow this woman's brains into the sky. What will it be, Date? What will you do?
Okay, come on. I mean, if I pull the trigger, yeah. Let's try it.
I can't hit him at this range.
Why not?
I can't aim with one eye.
Oh, yeah, I guess you make a good point. Alright, let's not pull the trigger then. We'll probably hit it, Tomi, and she'd be dead.
Well done. However, you aren't out of the woods yet.
And I would hate to give him the satisfaction knowing that I killed her myself. Even though that's probably definitely an option that would lead down to a bad end. Which I'm sure you can explore if you try the game yourself.
You have to throw your gun down, remember? You have 1 minute. If that weapon is still in your hands, I'll start the fireworks.
You're gonna
And
start
one
them
more
anyways.
thing. If any of you move, I'll skip down to 0. Let's begin. Ready? 59. 58.
Date, look! It's that girl I told you about!
Aiba.
Date, I do not have much time. Listen carefully. As I mentioned previously, I cannot escape this body. The surge of electricity shorted out my circuits. I cannot administer a paralyzing electric shock either. However, there is another option.
Huh?
Self-destruct.
Let us determine a code number. Command 41205. If you issue this command, I will detonate.
No, that's still too dangerous. The number will be the first lock. if I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first.
What is the second command?
How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Yes.
Something that's not the truth. If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Is your data stored in the cloud?
Unfortunately, that data has all been deleted. I'm speaking to you using only local data.
Then, if your body is destroyed...
Correct. I will be destroyed as well.
10, 9,
Say it, Date.
6, 5,
Date! Command!
2, 1.
Surprised the gun didn't go off when it hit the ground.
You are even more of an idiot than I thought. Do I look like the kind of man who keeps his promises?
Yeah, that's why we got our contingency
Now you
plan.
get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1. You understand? After I dispose of this woman, I will pop their heads as well.
You probably won't get the
I
chance.
can't believe you did that. Fortunately for you, you won't have long to regret it.
Neither will you.
Yes. Yes. The burning in your eye. I see it now. Watch. Eyes open. Watch this woman die. See her brain burn like fireworks.
Iba, can you hear me?
Yes,
We don't have a choice.
I know.
Command 41205.
Okay, Date.
I...
My girl. She's gonna be destroyed. Look at that little cutie.
I hate you, Iba. I hate you, and I never want to see you again.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
Be seeing you.
Indeed. Oh, God. Good Lord! I don't know what's worse, seeing Iris get cut in half or watching his head get blown off. Damn! Yeah, at least Tommy's safe though, right? That's a good thing, right? Good Lord.
Has Iba always been in your left eye?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be jealous.
Huh?
Thank you so much, Uncle.
No, don't thank me. Thank
Iba.
my partner.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. Right?
Hey! Moma.
You shouldn't call me that. I am Kaname Date, MPD, Special Investigation Team Abyss. sinker.
Three months later. Ikume Shrine. 3 months later.
Uncle, your left eye.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, good.
I don't see why it would bother him because he's had Iris, Iba in his eye the whole time, so why would that eye be any different?
You know, if we had some fishing line and gum.
Oh, you're just as
I never
bad.
thought you'd be an offering box thief.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Lies.
I swallowed a goldfish. I'm trying to get it out by swallowing some fishing line.
Are you sure your brain is fully recovered?
The offering box, the bell, the shrine. Looks rather solemn.
These statues are supposed to be inspired by sphinxes from Egypt.
Really?
That went to India, then China, then all the way to Japan.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Guardian dog. Apparently they came from Egypt. Who knew? I didn't know.
Praying mantis.
What are you doing?
Praying mantis fist. Mizuki taught me.
What the hell is that? Not sure what that has to do with anything. Should she really be doing that? I don't know. Lantern. Flowers. It's been 3 months. They still have not withered. Stone monument. There's something engraved here.
You know what it
can't read
says?
When listening to music on your smartphone with wireless earphones, you must be sure it is properly synced with your device. And that's what it says.
That is absolutely not what it says.
He's as big a liar as he is, I guess. Maybe. I think Date was a bad influence on her or something like that. Tree. Mizuki knocked one of these down.
What?
Wow.
Huh.
I looked around, but no one was there.
Is something wrong?
No,
I heard a weird voice
just
in my head.
felt like I heard someone talking.
What?
Tree. There's no one around. A Chizuya.
Oh man, Uncle, have you heard this story?
No,
A
tell
long
me.
time ago when I came to the shrine with Mizuki, she
Oh.
started washing out her belly button in the Chozuya. Someone told her that's what you do.
Huh. Is that right?
Gee, I wonder who could have said that. It definitely wasn't me. It was Saito, technically, aka Date, but we're just gonna ignore that. Ooh, there's a sacred straw. Oh, I didn't know this was a thing you could click
You've been
on.
looking at that rope for a while. Why is that?
Because it's fun to look at.
No reason.
It's fun to look at. I don't particularly like ropes or anything. Being tied up in ropes, though. That's another. Oh, it's actually another sacred straw rope. Okay. Alright, Iris. Do you like my new body?
The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so... My old uncle is back, you know? Besides, I don't care what you look like. You're always uncle to me.
Oh, that's
Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
So I'm really that ugly, huh?
No. It's a rugged kind of handsome.
At least you're nice about it. So how are you?
As you can see, I'm great. Hop, hop, kangaroo goes hop.
I'm glad the surgery went well.
And you're still as
Yeah.
weird as you were before.
The Nano-Machines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors. At
Wow.
least, that's what I think they sound like. I don't know, they're small. Anyway, everything is fine now. The doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
All thanks to the boss. She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
not exactly true. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops Serial Killings now. Not just her. Tomi, Mizuki, Ota, Moma, they all know. The higher-ups willing to do anything to keep it from getting out. So, in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris' treatment. Oh, that's so
Maybe
nice.
I owe it to the shrine. I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality. In a dream somewhere.
Yeah, kinda technically did. Just in a
Then
sink.
I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now.
50? Think you're gonna die that early? Man, that's kind of...
Because of the memories. I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
Ratty cake, big first man. Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. She tastes like you, sweeter. One night, yeah, one more time. Thanks for the memories, thanks for the memories. She looks like you, only sweeter.
I win! Yay!
I'm gonna laugh if that gets
By
played.
the way, I still don't have the answer to my question.
Which is?
What question?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
Never.
When will Uncle be my dad?
I turned away without answering. I stared out into the distance and something caught my eye. Winter irises in full bloom.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah,
go.
we still have a lot of people to see.
We do! Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris says she wanted to see everyone who visited her. She's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her. It'd be that date that never happened.
Shovel Forge.
No!
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding.
I wouldn't play Minecraft in real life. I wouldn't play it in here.
Don't we?
This is our
The
date.
date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
What?
So let's go.
Aren't we already kind of doing a date? Alright, normally I probably would have stopped here and just kept on going, but we're in the end game now. We're gonna see this all the way through to the end now. No point in making another episode out of this, so let's just say hi to everybody and do what we gotta do. Start at Abyss. Police headquarters.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
Thanks, boss.
Iris. About the boss.
Boss, you visited me a lot when I was in the hospital, didn't you? You're softer than you look.
What do you mean by that? Do I not radiate an aura of gentleness and caring?
You literally called me a slave before.
But I didn't treat you like a slave. Other than sometimes making you clean my boots with your tongue.
I can't believe she actually did that.
I absolutely did not.
She could have. Yeah, we're not clicking on anything anymore. I don't care anymore. We just want to get to the end of this. Actually, no, I want to talk to Mario.
I hate being in their Nile group chat. I'm not even that close with them.
Alright. Mario was the only one that I wanted to talk to. Alright, how are you?
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Haven't seen you today, have I?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Promise.
Yay! I get to go have drunks with Boss before I'm older. About 6 years ago.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
Because it was confidential, national secret. Come on, we've already been through this. Come on.
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer. I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before. I never thought that he was swapping bodies.
He wasn't. It was
And
Saito.
the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu,
That's Rohan.
making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
But you did.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
But you told us eventually anyway, so what the hell's the difference? About Aiba.
Still thinking about her, huh?
No.
Why not? She's my baby girl.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were great partners.
She was cool. I liked her. I mean, obviously she comes back in the
I wanna
second
ask
game,
you
so
something.
obviously she's not done.
3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, it looked like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Aiba still obeyed me.
What is that? Understood.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
I'm not gonna watch him blow
You're
his
underestimating
oh,
the
good.
Wadjet system. Aiba was no ordinary AI.
Yeah, we know that.
She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you and regarded you as her master.
Aw,
That's why she followed your command,
that's so
despite
sweet.
looking completely different. I think maybe she knew your soul, Date.
Well, it makes sense. She's been in my body for like what?
By the
6
way,
years?
Date, I have a
Yes?
gift for you.
You
Gift?
do.
Close your eyes.
I did as I was told, closing my eyes. Suddenly, oh, damn it!
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
You bitch!
What?
Why?
You're going to experience something incredible. That's my present to you.
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
Okay, thank you. It's a good thing I came here first. Now I can get a nap.
This is the sync room.
Yes, it is. PewDiePie, what'd you do to
Pewter?
me? Yes, the very same. PewDiePie! Is this my favorite inspector in the whole world? The one I don't want to know for, even though I know I do. About my face!
I heard. Plastic surgery, right?
Oh yeah, I
It's
got
been a
my
really
face
bad
blown
wound
off
after
real
we
bad.
make your face like that. Well, it looks like it worked at least.
Oh, shut up, you bastard. You are...
Was it, Kaniza?
It's Kagami! Kaniza, where did you even get that from? Only the first 2 letters are the same. Literally 2/3 of the name is totally different.
Oh, Kaniza, you're the best. Oh, God. Okay. Totally worth it. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
No, you're supposed to be in jail.
Of course not.
You traitor.
You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Yeah, you probably have. PewDiePie working with Renju, or to be precise, Saito inside Renju. He was leaking confidential information to him. PewDiePie also helped Rohan inside the body of number 89 escape. Pewter was immediately punished and fired from the force.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Date, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
She did.
Kagami.
Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Because she's the only one
Anyway,
that knows
I'm
about
sort of
Aiba.
like his handler now. I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
There's Iris.
Don't worry. She's with the boss. She's safe.
Did you sync with me?
I did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what?
Something.
Why am I here?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it. She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past. I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
Iris! Hi there, honey bunny.
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
What are we playing?
Shovel Forge.
Bring that up one more time, girl. I swear to God, I'm gonna beat you with my. I'm gonna beat you with something. I don't know what I'm gonna beat you with, but I'll figure something out. Oh, we really gotta go Ko here again? Wait, he's probably. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. He's alive. No, he's definitely alive in this one. But why do he have to come here for? Of all people, why him? I left Iris in the car. I figured that she didn't want to see him. Parked the car a little ways down. She doesn't know that I'm here.
I see your face has improved.
Oh,
this one doesn't make me so angry.
Thank you, so. Appreciate that. Because not his son's face, I guess. I don't know who told him, but he must know about the switch.
What did you come here for?
I wanted to say I hate you. And I always will hate you. Why are you here?
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
Why is that even a question?
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago. And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai.
Fair enough.
It was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
Oh, that's right. Improperly disposing of a body, I believe the crime is.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin. Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code? Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
That's ridiculous.
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore. I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, So. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you.
So
people
what?
Who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern.
No, I suppose it's
Is that
not.
all you wanted to ask me?
I also wanted to say, ooh. Why did you call Did you ever meet number 89?
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
If he didn't meet him... Oh, wait, he probably could have put it on the news. Okay, never mind, I'm sorry.
No reason.
Why didn't you look for Saito 6 years ago? 6 years ago, my mind was implanted into the body of Saito. And it must have been quite a shock when he came back. Not gonna lie, it's kind of disgusting. And I'm guessing that because the sink wasn't properly completed, he didn't get the sedative, yeah. So he was fine. I lost the memory and ended up wandering the streets until Boss found me. She hired me at Abyss and gave me the name Kanami Date. But so, Saito's father never even put out a missing persons report on his son. Why?
Because of the woman you call Boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
You know about the Cyclops Serial Killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
I didn't have much of a choice, of course.
Well, naturally.
If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place. She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion at the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal.
Yeah.
With all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up. But that got increasingly expensive, you see.
Indeed.
One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion plan. To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True.
Indeed.
My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
And yet they still have it as a blue thing. Why? Is it really necessary? Can I just like skip through all this crap? I mean, it's stupid. Laughing at Monica, something awakened in him.
In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
Why'd you call Shoko's phone? Yay! Aiba did it! Woohoo! She's best girl. Three months ago, now 2 p.m. on the Friday Shoko's body was found. So called her burner phone. I asked him why.
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89?
Yes.
That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
Indeed.
I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
And probably rightfully so. At the time, Rohan was in the body of 89. Maybe Rohan realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison. That it was really Saito inside Shoko's body. Excuse me. That's what he meant by realized everything. Rohan needed to speak with Saito again, but he couldn't. Not from inside Fuchu prison. Instead, he called up So and had him do it. Maybe he thought he could get Saito to visit again. Okay, bye-bye.
Well, I'll be seeing you, So.
No,
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I very much doubt that. Thank God. We parted ways without saying goodbye. Fine by me.
Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be angry. I gotta get back to her soon.
Do they really talk that much? Where should we go next? Let's go to the Sagan residence. See, it told me.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see. But Uncle really wanted to come here.
I said no such thing.
Liar. You did
Come on, don't be shy. There are a lot of things you want to talk about, right? Come on, just do it.
I'm not ready. Of course I want to talk to Hitomi. I want to ask her all about what's happened the past 6 years. That's not for me to ask. Even showing up like here, like this isn't right, honestly.
Uncle, you're so shy.
Duh. Iris is teasing me. Maybe I could use that sometimes. She can help me loosen up some of my rusted screws. I want to look at the painting one more time. Nostalgic. Alright. Don't
Who
talk to me.
Who cares about me? Talk to her. That's what you came for, right?
Yes, but you are a green character to which I had to click on. Don't judge me.
Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Falco.
No, I didn't do anything.
Dante, but okay.
Also, that name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Date. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart.
About Monica and Renju.
They were my best friends. We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like that. We talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was their idea that I become a teacher, you know? They told me that teaching elementary suited me perfectly. Those were such fun times.
How have things been?
Things have calmed down, thanks to you. The school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't.
I can't ask her that. I was the one who did that to her. Okay, time to go. Bye-bye.
No! Stop!
Can we skip this? I was silent, but she must have noticed by my face.
If this is about my arm, don't worry about that. You tried to defend me. I know that.
But you got in the way!
You're too nice, Mom. I will never forgive you. You have to take responsibility.
I'm marrying her.
No, let me talk. Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want, the three of us. To the ocean, a river, an amusement park, barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
everything comes back to the picture again.
Where's that hot plate I bought?
On the shelf.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course! That's why it's fun!
6 years ago, I was an assassin. Nothing I can do now will make those crimes disappear. But if I protect them, make sure they're always smiling for the rest of my days, I figure that might be enough to outweigh my sins. They told me sitting on the sofa. Lemon skate, boomer lady, yes. I saw Mizuki when I saw Lemon Skate. Here's what happened this morning. Mizuki and I are in something of a cold war. She won't even look at me. We're both stubborn. Neither of us wants to apologize first. A plant.
Uncle, look! It's a Thyreocephalus orthodoxus.
You too? How do you know this stuff?
I was really kind of hoping that we would get away from that, but apparently there it is. There's your last bug. Congratulations, you've seen them all. About this stupid thing. Fisherman with cormorant and dandelion.
Which part is the dandelion and which part is the cormorant?
I don't know. Can we talk to Big Booba Lady real quick before we say goodbye? Thank you.
Excuse me?
You might not remember, but 3 months ago, I called to ask you about Renju, and you told me about Sunfish Pocket. You really helped me out. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. You want to go to a Tommy with me?
A Tommy? Why?
Well...
Apparently she does remember.
To rub them. Oh, I could rub them all day.
God damn.
What?
You're too curvy, tight.
Oh! My shoulders!
Yeah, that's definitely what we were talking about.
Thank you. I've had so many knots lately. Ugh. Perfect timing. Go ahead. I'd love a shoulder rub.
Oh, God. I can't believe it. I gotta move behind that rubber short and sat back down. Oh, there's some Mizuki stared at me though. Oh, God. Oh, look at that. You got Mizuki staring at you now. Stop looking at me like that. It's so gross.
Hold me. Hold me tight. Hold me tight.
Oh my God.
My good fellow, feeling a bit worse for wear, are you?
Yes,
Worry not. I shall embrace you.
Oh, good Lord,
no,
thank
not you.
God, I love this game so much. I hope the other huge breasts. I heard a voice. The big-breasted receptionist. Oh God, this is too much. Good Lord, I love this game. Oh,
yo.
She ignored me with all her might. Yeah.
Yeah.
I extended my hand like a sword, ready to strike.
You want to fight me?
Hey, it worked. She didn't seem to take it as a joke. If I'm gonna fight her, I wouldn't get workers' comp for that. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Creepy old man.
Nothing, huh?
Well, she said something at least. Mizuki looks mad. Understandably. Can you ask Mizuki why she's here?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemniscape. This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I'd be here? That's what she said.
It's almost perfect. Can you ask Mizuki if she's graduating soon?
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon. So what if I am? Just buy me a new junior high uniform. And hire a tutor. I want to go to a good school. And a new smartphone. And a new iron pipe. That's what she said.
What happened to your old iron pipe?
Uncle wants to know how you've been lately. You don't know? Even though we live together? Of course you don't know. Because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility. That's what she said.
I think you're lying to me, Iris, but somehow it sounds just like her, so I'll let it slide.
Can you cut this out already?
No.
What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Date...
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well, burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
Why don't you just eat an eraser?
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean. You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. I'm like her hero.
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
No, I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Yes, I was. Was I not?
What? And that was... that memory?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
If Date keeps his promise, I will.
What promise?
The
This is a stew thing again?
You
Of
said
course,
you would
the
take
stew.
me.
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet. Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
You promise?
Promise.
Yay.
Good. I'm glad you two are being civil again.
Anyway, should we head out, Iris?
Yeah. All right, Mizuki. See you soon.
See you.
Bye. Stupid children. Doesn't look mad anymore. Okay, anyway. Sunfish Pocket. I'm probably gonna go see the mermaid go, right? Sunfish Pocket.
I am seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
It's thanks to you, Ota. If you didn't help me back then.
No, really. I didn't do much.
I have to remember where we
risked
are.
my life to save you. It's a total exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
I see Ota is still Ota. I still want to punch him in the face. Just a stupid idiot kid.
You didn't know? I made lots of friends working here part-time. Sup, girl?
Sup?
Girl?
Wow, look at that. GFF's
Excuse me? Ota, you can't
GFF's
just say
forever.
that.
Or BFF's forever, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to just on my face.
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind of like this face. More than the other one.
Oh, wow.
You're good at your job.
Please come again.
Yes, ma'am. Look at the girl who's standing around. I don't want to talk to you. How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night. I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
20-something, huh?
I don't know about that.
Really, though?
Mermaid's got you.
I've gotta be like in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
I thought I'd kick in his ass, but I don't know if it would take. It's still worth a shot. I'd be behind you on that one. Literally. Glad you're okay. Still a dick.
I'm actually exhausted right now.
Yeah, but I bet she's gonna feed you
I'm
something,
not tired
isn't
in
she?
front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I guess I'm alright.
Your left eye,
It's fake. I can't see anything out of it. And it doesn't talk.
Huh? I see. So, Aiba? What a tragedy.
Truly is. But you're still gonna. Oh yeah, you're really sad. I still want to kick him in his ass. Can I kick him in his ass, please? Just this once. Just let me do it. Just this once.
Yeah.
The game's over. You'll heal quickly, right?
What a waste.
How would? Oh, that's right. They saw her on the phone.
If she were real, I would marry her.
You would not survive the attempt.
What do you mean?
Ota, what are you seeing? In front
Yeah.
of Iris?
Your girlfriend's right next to you.
Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
I don't believe you.
Fine, I don't care.
Thank goodness.
She's just an AI
I
anyways.
don't think that's what she means.
Yeah, you're probably right. Shadows.
Shadows.
Thread, silhouette, ASAP.
Fears.
Upset, regret, ASAP.
Water.
Can't I do that with the trident?
Sweat, ASAP.
He said you bet.
Aset, you bet! I can't believe you remembered that, Uncle. I'm so happy.
I said most of it.
Alright, it's all it takes. Goodbye.
Well, Ota.
Aw, you're going already?
I can see you anytime I want, right? At Matsushita Diner?
You'll come?
Yeah, I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
I love the stomach cramps I got the
Awesome.
last time
Stop
you gave
by
it to
any
me.
time. I'll be waiting.
Okay, now that Iris is healthy, he's overjoyed. One would expect. Matsushita Diner. Oh, must be going to see Mayumi, I guess, huh? Matsushita Diner.
Oh, Tessa, your surgery went well, didn't it?
It
Ota told
did.
me all about it. I'm so happy for you. Thank you.
Mama-in-law?
Oh, who is this? Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
is that right? Thank you for taking care of my boy.
You're welcome, Mayumi. If I could, I would kick his ass, but for you,
You're the nurse from
I'll be
Central
nice.
Hospital.
Well, yes. Have we met?
no. That's right. My face is different than it was when we first met.
Why are you here? I came to deliver Mayumi's medication. The pharmacist sent me.
Wow. You seem really pretty happy.
I belong to the Association of Nurse Actresses. I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines.
Oh boy,
I used to have a bit part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too.
Oh my
I'm really happy
god.
about that.
Oh
That's
yay.
wonderful, sweetie.
Maybe if you keep it up, you'll end up getting a full-time, maybe not. What's your name?
Hanayo Nasu. It will be Hanayo Yogano next month.
Oh, look at you. You're getting married. Good for you.
Married? Yes. That is so wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. She's a nurse from Central Hospital. How have you been doing, Mayumi, my love? About the diner.
It's doing great thanks to you.
Is it really?
The lunch rush is always crazy.
Wow, they actually
My
got it back up and
husband
running,
and
huh?
I are working hard.
Oh,
we
wait.
never get any time to rest.
Wait, she remarried? No. Mayumi suffers from her brain dysfunction. I learned about it just before the incident 3 months ago. Matsushita Diner was actually closed up and her husband had already passed away. Unfortunately, it turned out that even the most advanced medical technology couldn't cure her dementia. But her medicine helps her manage the symptoms. It's a little odd, but it brings Mayumi happiness. To her husband is still alive and her diner is still in business. Even even though that's clearly not the case. I don't know if she remembers me. You look different than I did 3 months ago. She did ask me who I was after all. But even if I were in my old body, she might have still asked the same thing, so it doesn't matter. But she does remember Iris, the witch. Is that because she's Ota's friend? About Ota.
Ota? That boy is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
That's not true.
It is
that's
true,
right.
Iris.
Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
Oh god, even he's defending him now. Of course, 90% of life is not when the time calls for it.
Oh, you're praising my boy. Maybe I should give you a meal on the house.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you. Appreciate you. But about Iris?
I visited her in the hospital. Ota brought me.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
She's
You
not
thought
the
I
witch
was
that I
a
thought
witch
she
or
was.
something before, right?
Don't remind me. I was so awful to you. But now I'm a huge fan.
Oh boy!
Thank you.
You're welcome. Time to go.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
Amy has a happy smile on her face. Kamakura office. Kumakura office.
Date, let me tell you something. God exists.
Oh, why
When
does that
Tessa
change
was
your
in the
heart?
hospital, I prayed to this shrine every day. And guess what? My prayers worked. God
Prayers
must
are a
have been
powerful
listening.
thing.
Are you crying?
No,
Yes.
dumbass. I don't cry.
I sweat through my
I know.
eyes.
Yeah, you're crying.
Thank you, God. Thank you for saving Tessa.
You're welcome, Mama. Now turn your life around and stop being a Yakuza.
Anyway,
you
what
bum.
are you doing here?
Someone wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
Mr. Kumakura? I think he's really nice.
Of course I am.
About that ring.
I won't give it to you.
Still worth a shot, I guess, huh? I don't feel like it. How's your injury?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
That was
just
just
but
a
a
scratch. Didn't even hurt.
Liar.
I'm all good now.
Rohan.
Don't talk to me about that guy anymore.
Why not? It's fun.
I know he was a murderer, a real piece of shit. But we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it. But I can't just forgive him either, you know?
Fair enough.
So I figure, fuck it.
Fuck it.
It's better to just forget about him.
Wedding?
Wedding.
Dress! Bless! Tessa!
Imaging.
Compress. Process. Tessa!
Crime.
Redress, transgress, Tessa!
The Net Idol Superstar!
Yay!
A set, you bet!
Wow! That's really cool!
What did you do to these guys?
Training well.
Just a little propaganda. Sun up to sundown, I made them watch your videos, Tessa. They got addicted!
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
No.
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
It's fine. It's just a handshake.
Yes!
On that day, Iris became the head of a Yakuza gang. That slowly shook her hand.
So soft.
Oh, she shot out in joy and passed out.
What?
So you should have listened to Moma.
Fainted.
Too much excitement, I guess.
You should have listened to Moma, man. He knew it from the start. He wasn't trying to be a dick. He just knew you would pass out.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, Moma.
Date, wait! Before you go, I have one favor to ask.
No.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Can I touch Tesla's
This is hard for me to get out, but
I was.
Yeah, spare me. You want to see Iris's panties, right?
No.
Panties? I never asked for something like that.
You're full of
What do you
shit.
want?
Puff puff.
I'm sorry?
I want Tessa to puff me. You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there. Just.
Are you kidding me? You know what? Fine, I'll ask.
Date, you're a real friend.
All right.
Count
Close your
your
eyes.
out.
Yeah. Like this?
Good, yeah. Stay still. Do not open your eyes, okay?
Promise.
You ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
He probably got the pillow.
Date! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment!
Boss.
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I love it. Oh, good lord. That's crazy. God.
Date, honey, who is this?
My daughter.
Have I not introduced her before?
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you. I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
A virgin?
Hmm?
I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
Is that a bad thing?
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother, honey. Because
Wow.
I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman. Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
You are. You literally just put yourself in that situation. All by yourself. You!
You're So's bodyguard.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm a bum. Alright, he wouldn't recognize his face.
Don't matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig long time ago.
You
Why?
quit?
Yeah.
Why?
That guy fucking sucks. I punched him in the face and I quit.
Wow. Good for you.
Drunk,
I guess.
aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
I could do
Well, look at you, you're pretty
15
good
more
at
of
it.
these.
Mama! Tits! Whoops. I meant tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No.
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 Can never have enough of your
Oh,
drink.
you're lucky I'm in a good mood. Fine. One more round, okay?
Yay.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be drunk here in Marble with Mama. Iris, about the
Hey,
headband.
Iris, I've been wondering. What's with your headband?
Oh, this? It kept my brain tumor from spreading. I don't really
Did it
need it
really?
anymore, but I feel naked without it, you know?
Huh. It's amazing what technology has done in these day and age. I wonder if that's a real thing. If it is, can you imagine? I mean, it wouldn't. How are you, Mama?
As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How can I
Yeah?
see that?
Are your clothes
You
too
want
tight
to?
for you now? No.
I do.
thank
I
you.
want to see.
No, you don't, Iris.
Do you even
Shut
know what
up.
she's referring to?
Huh?
She's gained some weight. Ooh, I gotta do the refrigerator.
Iris, let me introduce you to Mama's little brother.
Oh, that's the fridge!
I'm sorry, I had to go ahead and do it for nostalgia's sake. Couldn't help myself. Anyways, Mama, what are you doing with that bonito? Nothing for the
I
past few
can't
months.
say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko.
But it wasn't him, though.
And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed Ren.
Wow. Cleaned that up pretty nicely,
And then
didn't they?
he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head. That's what all the news reports have been saying. I know there's more to it than that, but
Saito Sajima and his body are both gone forever. The body I was in for the past 6 years. But the head office would never admit that publicly. Because at the time, the body was thought to be that of Detective Taname Date. So they tweaked things a little bit and pinned everything on number 89, which I'm in right now. Said that he committed suicide at the old factory. And that I'm just a lookalike. Only Kaname Date managed to survive. That's how they wrote it. But that's not the truth. We all know it. Mama, the truth is, I'm not
spare me,
gay.
honey. I don't want to hear it. If I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions.
Yeah, I understand.
There are a lot of things that don't quite add up. Date's face, for one thing. Looking exactly like number 89. They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance. That's what happened, right? Tell me it is. If
Yeah.
it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
Just leave it at that. What are you doing with that
This?
bonito?
It's not bonito.
What is it then?
Then what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me. I chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
You're joking, right?
Am I?
Don't ever mess with Mama. Ugh. Okay, time to go. Bye.
We should head out.
Yeah.
Oh, leaving so soon?
I know, isn't this sad,
Don't
Mama?
worry, I'll be back as long as you have information for me.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
Hopefully it's the drinking kind of pleasure, not the other kind of pleasure. She'll never stop. The Harbor Warehouse District. Okay, I guess we're going here. Why? I don't know. What the hell? Why not? It's nostalgic now, I guess, at this point. We got the car. Of course we'd have the car. Why wouldn't we have the car?
Iris, why did you want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
Yeah.
Iris suggested that we come to the warehouses. Thought it was odd, but we're over here anyway.
Thank you for today. It was a
Welcome.
lot of fun.
Is the date finally over?
Almost.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that. Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
Yeah, please?
Wait. You want me to close my eyes?
That's what she said.
Do you?
And just do it, quick! I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh, man. No way. It's happening.
A teenager's gonna kiss me. Trying to keep my cool.
All right.
Close my eyes. And nothing
Okay,
happened.
open them.
What?
It's Aiba. I opened my eyes, and there before me was Aiba. My girl. She's back from the dead. Oh, Aiba, how are you been, girl?
It's been a long time, Kaname Date.
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. You are...
You're alive.
That is, who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
Yeah. I feel like I want to go like the you idiot route, but I'm doing it. I'm sticking with my gut.
Idiot, I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
It does not. It is only my favorite number.
Your favorite number? I see. Oh, sorry. I hear everything Iva says over this earpiece. I think I understand the meaning behind her number.
What does it mean?
Iris, do not tell him.
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
And the first?
A.
And the 20th? And the 5th?
I see.
What's going on?
Allow me to explain. I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago, including all of my backup data. However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years. By downloading and decoding these fragments, I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness. It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life.
Aww.
That system is responsible for proliferating my data. Wadjet is like a mother to me, and she protected me as her child. And I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Apparently not. Damn. That's pretty impressive. Why are you here?
To be exact, I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself. My physical self is...
In my left eye?
Yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence.
No.
Think carefully.
It's because of PewDiePie, right?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
Or maybe it was Boss.
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
Yes. Pewter embedded me in your eye socket.
I knew the whole time. Boss told me about the plan to restore Aiba. I wanted it to be a surprise for you, so...
Is this my thank you?
Yeah, but it's not over yet.
Anyway. Aiba. Welcome back.
Glad to be back. I'm home.
Yes, indeed you are.
Well, now that Aiba has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number.
Oh, goody. Why not? Why the hell not, right?
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying, this old tale of mine.
Oh god, it's even better the second time. That was my secret, if you didn't already know. I mean, like I said, it was pretty obvious that I had already played the game once before. There were no trophies. And I have actually leaked it a little bit throughout the whole series. But even though it was the second time I played this game, the stupidity, the actions, everything was all legit, I swear to God. I didn't make any of that up, I didn't try to act it out or anything like that. All a mistake, everything was exactly like I played the first time again. And I still think it's a great game, no matter what anybody says.
Punch to the forehead, my kick like a warhead. You're pinned on the floor spread. I'm queen of this brawl, and I'll show you all.
I don't wanna hide it, that's what I decided. I can't live divided, I know I was wrong. I love you more.
While they all lose their way and forget about faith.
While the rain turns to ice, their hearts lock like a vice.
But we know in our soul the one hope, the one
Her
truth.
arm is working again.
Fires of love can warm any heart. Resist your dreams are worth
Ow!
defending.
Why'd you kick me in the head
See through the void in your eye, unblinking.
for? It's almost like a musical where you go and you get to see like the whole cast do like their final bow, stuff like that.
Walking with the spirit of old beside you, and our hope shall never die. The fires of love will never die.
I'm who they say is the best detective.
Although without me he's ineffective.
That's it, we're done, I'm walking out of here.
I know.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design.
God,
But we know in our
crazy.
soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles.
Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. The invincible rainbow arrow.
By the way, everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself with
goodness.
special
No
technology.
warms up over that.
Nobody even cares.
You'll not find your body. Oh, I'm kidding, Dante, honey. I love you. This is from Mama.
Sounds fun.
Mwah.
You bet.
A set, you bet. I really did love this game. This game, I mean, even though I've played it twice, It wasn't any worse than it was the first time. Well, I think the only probably difference is that some of my reactions may have been slightly different. I mean, I remember when I played it the first time, I almost got brought to tears because, I mean, after what happened to Iris and Iba, stuff like that, it kind of hit me a little hard. But it's still a good... God, I love this game. I mean, I think the only thing that I didn't like about it, what was it? It was like that one chase where they went ahead and they were trying to rescue Iris. Holy god, dance. Well, I already knew about that. But yeah, I mean, that's like the only thing I didn't really like about it was the stupid chasing. I feel like they could have done a little better with that. But all the options and stuff you had, like I was saying, I did not expect it to be as funny as it was. I thought it would have had a bit more of a serious aura about it, but it turned out to be surprisingly funny, and I absolutely love that. I mean, this to me, I said I liked the first time I played it before I did this, but my audio just went to shit, and I couldn't put it out like that. That's why I played it again. But like, oh shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, all the choices and stuff like that. I mean, like, oh, I remember. This was definitely a lot more fun for me than Star Ocean ever was. Star Ocean was a good game, don't get me wrong, but it was just so repetitive. I mean, this turned out to be kind of repetitive too, but it was a good kind of repetitive. It was just something that, I mean, like, I was engaged the whole time. I actually came to learn to love the characters. I mean, I don't think I really quite had that connection with the other Star Ocean characters. I mean, let's face it though, in an RPG, you're not going to lose characters, most likely. And if they do, they're, except for in Final Fantasy VII. We don't talk about that one. But anyways, as you can see, we got ourselves a dance option. If you ever go ahead and complete this game, or you ever decide to do it yourself, you can actually go ahead and learn the dance yourself, and you can dance along with them. How cool is that? It's a little bit of a fun little thing. You can go ahead and you can change the background, maybe. Okay, there we go. You can change the backgrounds. You can even change the character that's playing. You can change to someone else. Do it as Iva, turn the lyrics off. What is this? Ah, that's what that is. Move the camera around, all that stuff. The only thing that I want to know... Play grand finale. Oh wait, this is the whole thing again. Whoops. We don't want to do that again. But yeah, that's like a little special little feature they added at the end of the game. That's pretty cool. I like that. I thought about going back through and just kind of like getting the rest of the stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, I might do it on my own time, but I don't think I'm gonna do it as part of an episode. But anyways, that's it for AI the Somnium Files. I'm actually gonna do Nirvana next, because that just seems like that would be a lot of fun. Plus, I did like a little bit of a playthrough of it before to see what it was about, stuff like that. And I realized that I kind of have to have some information from this to go ahead and continue on to the next one. It's only for a few seconds. It's not really a big deal, but that game will probably be more genuine in terms of reactions, in terms of like emotions and stuff like that, because I won't know what's coming up on this one. I did start playing it, but I probably did about as much as I did this the first time I played this one. I did like about an hour, but anyways, I'm just babbling, and my camera's probably about to run out of data soon, so thank you guys for sticking with me on this series if you stuck it through all the way through. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Like I said, Nirvana will probably end up being the next one that I do, which will probably be out whenever I get this, after they get this one out. And I imagine that by now, it's probably July when I went ahead and it's probably July when I put this out, but the new AMV's probably been out for a month now. I don't know how it did because I haven't made it yet. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on this again. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in Nirvana, hopefully. Bye for now, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.